Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's cross-training class. My name is Connor. Today, we are going to be focusing on postural endurance. So it's our ability to stay upright. Our back isn't just a straight line. So it's actually to maintain that natural curvature that we do have in our back. We're going to have to do that by using a lot of core muscles and making sure that our movement patterns in our hips and our shoulders are very clean. So we're not having any compensation like with the lower back. A lot of people, for example, when they squat, they'll just kick their butt back and they'll have a really deep arch in their back because it allows your upper body to get a little lower without actually moving your hips as much. So hopefully we can work on some things like that. So our workout today is going to look like 30-second AMRAPs for 3 cycles. So that means 30 seconds, as many reps as you can with the 5 exercises that we are going to do, and we'll run through those 5 exercises 3 different times. We'll have about a minute and a half rest in between. Hopefully these AMRAPs are going to be pretty intense. There should be personalized for you because that's the nature of an AMRAP. It's as many reps as you can do in that 30 seconds. But hopefully you push yourself a little bit because we're only doing 3 cycles and 30 seconds isn't a super long period of time. So I really want you to make the most of this workout as much as you can. For this workout, you're going to need, you don't necessarily need a bosu ball, but if you have something where you can kind of use as like a bench, if you have like a couple couch cushions that you could stack up if you're at home, or something like that, that would be best. If not, you can always just lay flat on the ground. It's going to be a little different for your range of motion, but it's still going to be challenging for the same reasons to keep your body stabilized. You're going to need a set of dumbbells, a yoga mat or something else soft to lay on, and you don't really need dumbbells, just any type of weight. A water as usual, and just for one of our warm-ups, I do have like, this thing is weightless, it's just a stick. If you have like a broomstick or something like that, that would also work. That'll just help us kind of target something with how we're gonna warm up. So without further ado, let's get into that warm up. Let's start by loosening up our neck. So I'm gonna give mine a little quick crack, but then I'm gonna apply some pressure. When I'm looking up at the ceiling, I'll put my hands on the front of my forehead, work through the pressure. Then I'm applying with my hands until I'm looking down at the ground in front of my feet. I'll put the hands on the back of my head, work through the pressure until I'm looking back up at the ceiling. All right. Now I'll tilt my left ear down to my left shoulder, put my right hand on the right side of my head, and then extend to the other side. Flip which hand, and then go back to how you started. All right, and then I'm gonna look over my left shoulder, so my chin's over my left shoulder, hand on the right side of my head, rotate my neck around across that pressure, or against that pressure. And then I'll switch hands and go back to where I started. All right. Next up, we're just going to do some like star toe touches. So we're going to start with our feet just slightly wider than shoulder width apart. We'll spread our arms out so it looks like we're at 5 points of a star here with our body. And then make sure that you drop and you hinge at the hips. You can bend your legs a little bit, but mostly focus on hinging your hips so you keep that straight back. And then reach down and touch one toe. All right. And we're just going to keep alternating the sides that we do this. We're just going to do it a couple times. That was 3, 4, 5. Try to focus on hinging at the hips. 6, 7, 8. All right, that's good. And then we are going to use the stick that you have, whether it's broomstick or anything. You don't really need it. You could just use your hands above your head. That's fine too. This move is actually part of the functional movement screening. So I figured it would be pretty good for our posture focus. You're going to start with the stick above your head. So you're in a straight line with your whole body. Your shoulders should be kind of pulled down a little bit. Like you shouldn't be actively pulling it, but they should be down, shouldn't be up. And then you're going to want to drop down into a squat with your feet shoulder width apart, just like that, while keeping the stick straight above your head like that. Now the goal is to keep the stick in the same line as you come down. All right, let's see how well I do. That looked okay. As you can still see the front of my body coming up a little bit more. That means there's a compensation somewhere, but that's okay. The closer you can get to keeping it upright, the better. Give it a couple more times. And keep that natural curvature in your spine. Don't try to just kick your shoulders back. You want to keep it the same. All right, that's good. So for our workout today, we're going to start with bosu ball bench press. So we'll start with our mid back on the ball. You can start by sitting on it and then walk your feet out. That's the safest way to get into this position. Then we'll have the dumbbells here, and we'll just do a bench press, all right? The second move that we're going to do, we're going to go head over to a wall. For me, I'm back here, so hopefully you can see me. I know I'm a little far away, but we're going to do an isometric wall squat. So we'll get down, feet shoulder width, sit down like we're sitting in a chair, and then with our hands flat against the wall, we'll go up and down. We're going to focus on the wall slides while staying in that squat for 30 seconds. Then we'll get down on our yoga mat. We'll do some glute bridges. A lot of people are familiar with that. Then we'll do some lunging T-spine openers. So we'll do a step back. My left foot is forward. So I'll open up in front of my left side, step back through, drop my other foot back. So now my right foot is in front, open up over that right side. All right, that's the lunging T-spine opener. And then finally, we're going to do a move that I call posture flies. So we'll hinge at the hips, bend our legs a little bit, and then we'll just raise our hands like this above our head. So we're going to have that straight line, just like we were holding that bar or the stick. You can use the stick if you want to. That'll definitely help create some symmetry. So you're just going to go like that. All right, 30 seconds. Just repeating that. That's going to be good for all those posture muscles in your lower back. All right, I'm going to get a quick drink of water, and then we're going to get started with the workout. So if you don't have a bosu ball at home, an exercise ball, that's fine. Just do this bench press move on the ground. Just lay flat on your back and do some bench presses from there. You're not gonna be able to get your elbows behind your back, obviously, if you're flat on the ground. So you could just do the push from there. Or you could roll over and do some push-ups. That'll be a little bit more challenging, but whatever way you want to attack it. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna start with 30 seconds of the bosu ball bench press. All right, I'm gonna get my timer ready. Grab my dumbbells. All right. 3, 2, 1, and when you're ready, begin. 30 seconds. Make sure you're engaging your core here. You want to make sure that your upper body stays stable, especially if you're on one of these exercise balls. It's going to want to bounce every time you bring the weight down. Your core is going to be what you use to stabilize it and prevent you from bouncing. So you can use those muscles to push back up instead of just the rebound. All right, we got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drop those weights down. We're going to move into the wall squat with the arm slides. I'll get down in my squat, get my hands ready, and then here we go, 30 seconds. I keep touching stuff. There we go. So you want to try to keep your wrist, your elbow, your forearm, all flat against the wall as you're doing this, okay? I got a couple like door hinges right behind my shoulder blade, so I can't really get them quite flat, but I'm pretty close. This should really help open up your chest and, you know, activate those upper back muscles that are going to retract that spine or the scapulas or shoulder blades. All right, little under 10 seconds left. Many reps as you can. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, lay down on your yoga mat. We're going to do some glute bridges. So feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Hands flat on the ground at our sides. We're going to extend up through our hips, lift that low back and mid back off the ground, drop back down. 30 seconds of this. Keep it up. Make sure that you're exploding up, coming down under control, exploding up. You don't want your hips to go above the line, though, that you're going to create between your chest and your knees. You want everything to come up in a straight, controlled line. A lot of people don't think, but your glutes are one of the most important muscles in your body when it comes to posture. They're going to be what orients your hips to be in the healthiest form that they can be. Many reps as you can in 30 seconds. You got about 10 seconds left. You got this. Three, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have a lunging thoracic spine opener. So we're going to be doing a step back lunge for these. So we'll start here. I'm going to drop my right foot back, my left foot's forward. I'll open up over that left foot, stand back up, drop the left foot back, right foot forward, open up. We'll keep doing this alternating for 30 seconds. Make sure you're under control on the rotation. You don't want to just be, ripping your upper body around. You want to make sure you're opening it up. That's why I'm not calling it a rotation. I'm calling it an opener. All right, got about 10 seconds left. And we got one exercise left in this cycle. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, posture flies, last one we're gonna do. I'll do it with the stick here just to show you at start. Bend the legs a little bit, hinge at the hips. Bring it in the straight line above our head. 30 seconds. You got this. It's important not to let those shoulders start coming up. We want to keep them down as if our hands are at our sides. That's how relaxed we want our shoulders. We just want to be lifting our arms up above our head. Keep the shoulder blades retracted. That's going to be the posture muscles that we're using. A little less than 15 seconds. Keep it up, keep breathing. We're almost done the first cycle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Cycle 1 in the books. Nice job. So I didn't tell you to keep a track of how many reps you did there, but if you have like a general sense or you did keep count on your own, try to beat those numbers this next time through because you should have a little more experience with the moves, and also just try to be a little ambitious and get a little more out of your workout, and then make the last cycle through even better. I'm trying to see. All right, cool. We got a good time. I'm gonna get a drink of water. We got about a minute left. Make sure you're catching your breath here. I know this could be a little bit of an intense workout. Our posture muscles are some of the ones that we might neglect more because we spend so much time sitting. So this kind of endurance could be a real killer. But this type of workout is going to be what allows you to, walk better, walk longer, and, do all the things you like to do day to day in a healthier way. Because usually we don't have these compensations that we have, like when we first try a move. It's usually when our muscles start to get tired that we start to have the bad bends in our spine. Like the first couple times you pick up a heavy box, you're probably going to squat down real nice and pick it up nice, good. But when you start to get tired in your legs, that's probably when you're going to, I think somebody beat me to get in, sorry. That's probably when you're more likely going to be to just bend your back and try to lift it up when your legs start to get tired. All right, about 20 seconds left, and then we'll move into those bosu ball bench presses, or push-ups, or just flat back bench presses, whatever you're doing, whatever applies. We're gonna move this out a little bit. There's a little cramped for space there. All right, here we go. So I'll sit on a bosu ball. I'll walk my legs out until it gets to my mid back. And here we go. 30 seconds of this. Ready, get set, go. As many reps as possible. Try to keep that upper body stable through the rebounds when you bring the weights down. Really try to engage that core, which does not mean crunch your body up. It means utilize the muscles all the way around your stomach, front and back, to increase the pressure. All right, 15 seconds, a little bit less. Keep it up, keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, wall squats with the arm slide. Probably move over here a little bit. Maybe I can get a better rep then. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. Try to beat the last set of reps that you did last time. Still, maintain that form. ultimately, with the posture workout, the form is absolutely everything. The longer you can do the right thing. That's postural endurance. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, down on the yoga mat or the soft lane that we have for glute bridges. Yeah, away. All right. Hands flat on the ground, feet a little wider than shoulder width. Extend up into that straight line. 30 seconds. So you should be squeezing those glutes to come up, but also activate your core. Stabilize everything. That's one of the main functions of our core. You know, you're going to hear me say that probably 30 more times. I know it's probably getting annoying, but it's super important that we increase our mind-muscle connection with the muscles all around here. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have the lunging thoracic spine openers. Not just a twist, it's an opener. So it's more under control. So we're going to step back, open up over the front leg, step back, open up. Try to keep that upright posture through the rotation. A lot of the time we want to cheat forward, bring our chest closer to our front knee. Make sure you keep those shoulders peeled back. All right, we got about 10 seconds left. Remember, for the lunge, we're going to drop down in about right angles. We got 3, 2, 1. All right. Last one, posture flies. I know your shoulders are probably going to get pretty tired after this workout, but just push through, all right? Get that straight line going. 30 seconds. Okay. Got 20 left. 20 seconds. If you don't engage your core here, your back's probably just going to start bending like that. But you want to keep that core activated, keep everything stable, nice and highly pressurized. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Cycle 2 in the books. Nice job. So this last cycle, make sure you give it everything you got. 30 seconds, many reps as possible for each of these exercises. It's the last time through. Got a little over a minute left for the rest here. Make sure you use it. I would recommend not sitting down. I know you're probably a little tired, but the more you move around, the more your body helps cycle that good blood through your body, the oxygenated blood. Then you're more ready to get going on the next one. But if you need to sit down, take a break, absolutely okay. Definitely just catch your breath so you can get after this next cycle. All right, about 30 seconds left. All right, so you guys should be pretty much pros to these moves now, so we should be able to breeze right through a lot of them. Save a little time on the transitions here. And then we'll get into a nice cool down with some stretching. All right, here we go. Get ready with that bosu ball or whatever position that you're going to do the bench press or, yeah, the press in. All right. 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Make sure you're breathing here. As you're digging deep for this last cycle, allow your mind what you want to kind of take over and push you to the end. But still focus on keeping the stability and the good form through all these moves. How much time? All right, we got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Done with the bosu ball, done with the dumbbells. I'm out of here. Next up, we have the ISO wall squat with the arm slides. Here we go. Good squat position. Elbows, wrists against the wall. And go ahead, 30 seconds. Make sure you breathe here. This one could be a killer late in the workout. All right. A little over 10 seconds left. That's it. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep those muscles activated. Keep the good form. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Glute bridges down on the ground. Feet a little wide and shoulder width. Up into the straight line. Explode with your glutes. Contract your core. It actually helps me, I think, to push down a little bit with my elbows as I'm coming up. That helps me activate the back side of my core, you know, my mid and lower back. All right, 10 seconds left. That's it. Keep it going. Keep it up. You're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Up into the lunging thoracic spine openers, right into it. Rotate over that front knee. So when my left leg's up, I'll rotate to my left. My right leg's up, rotate to my right. Ten seconds left. Keep it up, you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Then last set of posture flies. I'm not going to use a stick for this one. I'm just going to use my hands. There we go. Pull those shoulders back. And then raise our arms in that straight line above our head. Last one. 30 seconds of this. Give it all you got. As many reps as you can do. But keep them clean. All right, a little bit over 10 seconds left. That's it. Keep it going. Last exercise. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Nice job. Good job. All right, we're going to get into the cool down in a minute here, but just take a minute. Catch your breath. Get a quick drink of water. And then we'll try to bring that heart rate down to a comfortable range. I don't know about you, but my shoulders are tired. So it's like my shoulders and my hips are probably going to be tired from a postural workout because that is where most of the muscles come that we generate movement from around our pillar, around the posture, because the basis of our posture is going to be in here from probably below our shoulders to right above our hips. That's going to be the stability of our posture. And then the mobility of our posture comes from the shoulder joints and the hip joints. So those muscles were super active in this workout. But that's good. That's the endurance that we want. So they can move efficiently while our core muscles keep everything right stability-wise. All right. So in about 10 seconds here, we'll start with our cool down. We're going to do some jumping jacks, a little bit of planks, and then some bird dogs while we're laying down. All right. But it's just going to be quick planks, so don't worry. All right, let's do it. Just a couple jumping jacks, whatever pace you want. Just get moving in those big, wispy, movements with the big joints. And notice I'm not going super fast and just gives it a nice bounce at both stagings. It's mostly about opening up the lungs and letting our muscles move through a range of motion that we're comfortable with. Keeping our breath too. Providing that oxygen is super important. All right. Now I'm going to get down on the ground and I'm just going to do a quick plank on my elbows. Just probably about 10, 15 seconds. Straight line from my shoulders to my hips to my ankles. Engaging that core. Like I said, we're not going to do this long, just hold it for a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. All right. And then roll over onto your back. We're going to do some supine bird dogs. Supine just means laying on your back. So we'll start with our knees up, kind of like we're going to go into the bicycle crunch, but we're not. One arm and one leg at a time, opposite arm and leg. So I'll raise and extend my right arm and lower and extend my left leg. All right, bring them back into the center and then do the opposite. All right, left arm up, right leg down, right arm up, left leg extended, and keep that alternating pattern going. Just a couple more times, nothing too strenuous or intense here. If you need to take a break, absolutely do it. Make sure you're catching your breath and you're prioritizing breath control. All right, we're gonna get back up. We're gonna do a quick lunge with a lean. So I'm gonna take a step back with my right leg. I'm gonna get down on the ground here, drop that knee. I'll reach my arms above my head and then I'll lean to the side that my leg is forward. So you know how earlier we were rotating to that side? Now we're just gonna lean. So my left leg is forward, I'm gonna lean to my left. Should feel a nice stretch all on this side of your back, down through your hip, the front of your hip, if you're leaning back a little bit. All right, and then I'm gonna switch legs. Reach up, lean to the same side that leg you have forward. All right, then to finish our workout, we're gonna take a little bit of movements from some yoga practice. We will start with a cobra pose and then move into a child's pose. So for the cobra pose, put your hands out underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart, untuck your toes, allow your knees, your thighs, your hips to get on the ground, sink them into the ground, and allow your lower back to kind of try to match that. Keep that extension, and then peel those shoulders back so you can really open up the front of your body. All right, and now we're going to sink into the child's pose. So we're going to kind of kick our butt back, drop it down to our heels, keep our hands reached out in front of us, and then try to sink our chest closer to the ground, closer to our knees. Closer your chest can get, the more you're going to open up your lower back and the muscles in your middle spine. Keep those palms on the ground so you can have a little extra stretch in your lats. All right, you come back up into the base table position and then step up and stand up because we are done. All right, nice job today. Hope you enjoyed the workout. I know I got a good sweat in. Hopefully you did too. See you next time. Thanks.